Take two. Today, the National Unity Platform has held its Delegates Conference. This happens at a cycle of 5 years to change leadership. And this is what has happened today. All the positions on the National Executive Committee were up for contestation, and we did open this up. Of course, along the way, it became clear that some positions remain unopposed, even though it was open for whoever wished to apply to put in and express their interest. A couple of them remained unopposed, but there were a couple of others that had a number of our leaders expressing interest, which is a good thing, because for us as NUP, we don't believe in ring fencing any position for anybody. So whoever gets to be interested in a position is free to apply, and that's what happened. And of course, we did have time to do some harmonization. We encouraged people who were vying for similar positions to have time off, connect, and see if they could agree to front one person. And it happened in some instances where some people were able to harmonize and agree and say, let's leave it for so and so. But there were several other positions where harmonization did not happen successfully, and that's okay. We told them, no problem, there is no harm in all of you expressing interest. We shall then put it to a ballot for the delegates to cast their votes. And that's what has gotten to happen. We shall be releasing a press statement with the details of who has gone through for the different positions, because as I speak to you currently, voting is still ongoing. So we thought it prudent not to make you wait for a lot longer. That's why we deemed it fit to engage you, give you that update, and then later in the evening we release a press statement which you will get a copy of, indicating who is where. But we are glad that it has happened successfully. There were some people that were trying to make sure that they frustrate this Delegates Conference from happening. We thank God that all those efforts were in vain. So we are glad that as the National Unity Platform, we are getting into the next election cycle with new leadership in a couple of positions. In some cases, leadership has been renewed, mandates have been renewed, and so we are headed into 2026 with zest, with gusto, with energy, and we are ready to do what we ought to do to thrive in the upcoming election. One of the other things that happened is that we passed a resolution, among others, condemning the brutality that has been occasioned on us. The Delegates Conference passed a resolution condemning state brutality that has been occasioned on us as the National Unity Platform several times. We saw what happened in the Kawempe North by-election. Candidate was beaten up, arrested, several of our leaders, several mobilizers, the media, journalists were beaten up, and so on. And to date, nobody has been held responsible. So we passed a resolution condemning that, and also the continuous raids on our party offices. Many times when we want to hold, whether it be press conferences or that kind of thing, they are thwarted. And if we are a registered political party, but we cannot be able to operate freely. Whenever we want to hold activities across the country, the military and police get to disrupt us. Yesterday we saw police and the military. This time they did not just come to raid, to arrest people and to cordon off the place, but they shot their way into our party offices, shot through walls, shot in the air. Some people were injured, and today we don't understand why they did that. We had hoped that police would come out with a statement to help the country know why did they raid our offices, fire live ammunition. We don't know. So this has become a habit, and we thought it prudent that as the Delegates Conference we get to condemn this situation. The Delegates Conference also interested itself in the process of the youth elections. We talked about this as well, because nominations for young people interested in positions, youth positions, ended yesterday. However, for National Unity Platform aspirants and candidates, it's been a tall order. You have been seeing them go to places where they are meant to be nominated from, and they are told, you go away. And they are only receiving those who belong to NRM. So our candidates kept being frustrated every step of the way. The NRM had succeeded in making the country believe these youth elections are NRM elections. And so other parties would fear to participate. And we said, no, we shall participate. We are reaching out to the Electoral Commission in protest of this, saying, this is not fair, this is not right. Hopefully you can clean it up, and hopefully you can extend a bit of time so that our candidates don't get disenfranchised. Because for them to go where they are meant to be nominated from and they are sent away, it does not make sense at all. Our hope is that the Electoral Commission will not keep quiet, like they have kept quiet many times. They kept quiet about the Kawempe brutality, and yet they keep saying they are in charge. How do you say you are in charge, and yet somebody literally comes and roughshods over you, takes over the process, and does what they want to do, and you keep quiet? Our hope is that they will not keep quiet. Maybe to say we are also going to, we are writing a protest letter to security entities protesting the continuous brutality that is occasioned on us and the raids at our operating offices, because we will not keep quiet as all of these things keep happening. Of course, they keep trying to provoke us, because when you come to our party headquarters and you begin to fire live ammunition in the air and so on, it's as if they're trying to provoke us. We have always told our people, let's remain law abiding, let's remain calm, but we will not take this matter lying low. Thank you. The deputy spokesperson, eh? Yeah.
Yes, Oli Kuma Media TV.
So, can you get him Uganda? Then maybe you can ask whatever.
Yes, you're watching Map Media TV.
Olunaku olwaleero tubadde ne tabamiruka ya NUP Delegates Conference, kubanga kikulu tunagenda mu kalulu awayise emyaka 5 tuddamu ne tusinkana ku nsonga y'obukulembeze bw'ekibiina, either okuzza obukulembeze bwabwe obujja obukulonda abapya, kubanga byonna bikirizibwa. Tubaddeko olwaleero era twebaza Katonda kitambudde bulungi. Waliwo ababadde balwana okukiremesa, naye byonna bye babadde bakola kubadde kusiwa nsaano ku mazzi. Twebaza Katonda nti Delegates Conference yaffe etambudde bulungi. Of course, buli kifo ku National Executive Committee kibadde kikirizibwa okwesimbawo, era twagamba bamemba baffe buli egwanyiza ekifo teeka mu application. Abantu bateeka mu application ku bifo ebyenjawulo. Of course, ebifo ebimu byasigala birya no positive, ndowooza ng'abantu bagamba nti akukina ekifo omuntu ono yasaanidde ffe katugende ku birala, naye nga tetulina muntu yenna gwe twakugira ku kifo kyonna. Then ku bifo ebyenjawulo abantu bateeka mu applications, ne tubasaba buli kifo batuulemukko bawayemukko balabe oba basobola okukkaanya, either ne bagamba nti tutambule n'ono oba ono. Era ebifo ebimu ekyo ne kikola, ne bakkaanya nti tugende n'ono, naye ne tubagamba nti bwe muba temukkaanyizza, kubanga ffe enkola eyaffe si ya kuzingako kifo nti kino kirina kubeera kyono. So abamu bakkaanya ebifo ebirala ne batakkaanya, ne tugamba tewali buzibu, mwenna muli bantu baffe ab'ekibiina, tujja genda mu kalulu kasa Delegates Conference egenda kutuula. So kyetubaddeko, era nga tugenda kufulumya press release eraga ebifo ebyenjawulo, baani abagenze ku bifo ebyenjawulo. Mu Delegates Conference yaffe eno yemu tuvumiridde, tuyisiza resolution nga tuvumirira eryanyi eritukozesebwako eritukolwako ffe ng'aba National Unity Platform bajja batulugunya abantu baffe mwalaba ekyali mu kalulu kakawempe North ne bakuba abawagizi baffe abakulembeze baffe ne candidate ne bannamawulire ne bakubibwa ate nga ne kaakano tewali yadde n'omuntu n'omu eyavunaaniddwa bumenyi bw'amateeka buno muzze mulaba ng'ekitebe kyaffe bakizingako nga batukolako effujjo ery'enjawulo ate nga tuli kibiina ekiwandiike kitegeeza tuba tusobola naffe okutambula ng'abalala bwe bakola ne beetala bitundu by'eggwanga eby'enjawulo ne bakuba enkuŋŋaana ne bakola activities ez'enjawulo ffe NUP basigala batuteekako akazito olunaku olw'eggulo mwalabye bazze kuno tebazze kusalako obusazi naye ne bakuba n'amasasi mu bbanga ne mu bisenge byaffe ku kitebe kyaffe ne weebuuza abantu bano lwaki bagezaako okutusoomooza ndoza kye bagezaako okukola baagala batusoomooze tuve mu mbeera oba tukole ki naye fe tusigala tugamba abantu baffe tukuume emirembe naye abantu munnaye ennyindo bw'oginyigiriza ennyo etuuka ekiseera nejja omusaayi simanyi oba bano kibaagala batucyokoze batusoomooze tetumanyi naye tuli mu kuwandiika kye tuyita protest letter ku bitongole bino ebikuumadde emirembe lwaki batukolako effujjo lwaki batusumbuwa ekirala of course kyetwogeddeko Delegates Conference yaffe akalulu k'abavubuka akabindabinda nominations zaggaddwawo olunaku lw'eggulo naye muzze mulaba nti ffe bacandidates abaagala okwesimbawo ku NUP nga babakugira n'okwenominatinga n'okwewandiisa nga bagenda mu bitundu gye balina okwewandiisa nga baga nti mwe mugira mulindako nga bayita aba NRM muziwera saa 12 tuggaddewo obudde bugenze kugamba buli kanaku nga babagobaganya of course kino bakikola lwa butiitiizi emyaka egyayita NRM yali akalulu kano ngekatwalanga aka NRM nga si kaggwanga lyonna era ebibiina ebisinga ng'oboolero tebabyetaba namu neffe nga NUP twagamba nti akalulu k'abavubuka naffe tulina abavubuka abatuwagira ate bayitirivu bakeetabemu so kati olw'obutiitiizi obwo kyoddola abazze bakola akavuyo ak'enjawulo katusubire nti electoral commission kuba tuze tukitegeeza ku nsonga zino katusubire tejja kusirika busirisi nga bwe yasirika ng'effujjo likoleddwa mu kalulu k'akawempe n'ebirala katusuubire bajja kuvaayo ku nsonga eno sinakindi okwongezaayo ennaku abantu bano abakugiddwa okwewandiisa ddembe lyabwe ery'obwebange okwewandiisa ne beetaba mu processes zino katusubire nti electoral commission tegenda kusirika nga bwezzeekola. Any question? Any questions?
Yes.
Yes, please. Yes, Mr. Nwagaba.
Yes. How many delegates convened this delegates conference? Then on the executive committee, who was against who? Especially who contested on the party chairman? Then how many positions went to voting?
Yes, nyongera okujjukiza nti noli live ku NUP Media TV.
Yes, our delegates conference, based on the constitution we are operating with, is made up of 127 delegates. You remember, by the way, that we did make amendments to our constitution to broaden it, get many more leaders on board as delegates and so on and so forth, and to change other modus operandi. But there are some people that are still trying to frustrate that, as you know, matters in court and so on. But we have the constitution we inherited from Mzee Chibalama and the others. That's what we're operating with. Regarding all the different positions and so on, like I've said, we are going to release a press statement in not so long a while, and you'll get to know who is where and so on and so forth. Yeah. How many posts? That press conference is also going to give you details about all the information that you want to know. Mrs. Josephine Namakumbi Motoy.
NUP Media TV.
If there's no other question, allow me to go and share it.
Hey.
How did you win?
Got it, eh? But delegates, yes, Mbozi bukedde yazze yes nti Delegates Conference yaffe tuzira ku ssemateeka gye tulina ebeeramu abantu 127 eyo constitution gye twasikira okuva eri muzeekibalama n'abalala mujjukira constitution yaffe eno twakola ennongoosereza nga twagala Delegates Conference ebeeremu abantu bayitirivu actually nga balina kusoba mu 5 n'ennongoosereza endala zetwakola naye waliwo bannaffe abeerimbika muffe abakyalemesa enteekateeka zino batuuka mu kooti n'ebirala bwe bityo naye twagamba nti kasa tukyayina eno gye tuba tukozesa tutambule tetujja kusikatira ensonga eza ebifo ebyenjawulo ani esimbewa ani ayiseemu wa n'ebirala byonna press release eyo egenda kuba information
MUP Media TV ebisinga tujja kuba tubimanya mu bbanga eritali lyawala nnyo. Nzikirize nsooke ngire ngamba siibulira wano eno.